asistente Sara Morrison. Damos la bienvenida también al equipo nacional de Mali por el doble 0, Semin Diarra, por el número 1, Agua Batley, número 2, Hassan Bakile Marico, número 4, Golda Keita, número 5, Maimona Traore, número 9, Susan Fatoumata Dendele, número 10, Asita Tierrizo, número 11, Marian Samake, 24, Aminata Samake, 34, Automata Singare, 66, Omon Cadiria Outara. El coach Gianni Aceton, asistente Monza Nianse Ligli. Les pedimos respetuosamente a todos los asistentes, nos pongamos de pie, please, stand up para escuchar el himno nacional de Nueva Zelanda.
Those of you in the chat, thank you for joining us. If you'd like to ask me any questions, make sure to pop it into the chat. I see some supporters of Mali already posting flags in the chat. Over 280 viewers at this time. Thank you for your support of FIBA World Cup basketball. Both teams making their way to the floor, and we will see who will end up on top.
Bienvenidos una vez más al partido entre el equipo nacional de Nueva Zelanda y el conjunto nacional de Mali, correspondiente al FIBA U17 Women's Basketball World Cup México 2024. Los invitamos a disfrutar de este partido.
And here we go. Ball is up and tip-off will go to Mali. Chiara. She starts with the ball, moving the ball around back and forth between her and Kita. To the inside to the paint. Post move, trying to go up for two. Able to get a shot up, but no basket on the first possession. Hippolyte with the rebound. She'll drive, kick behind her to Hastings. Almost lost possession of it now. Hastings working her way back to the paint. Goes up for two, high off the glass, front of the rim, no good. Kita, hands off. A drive to the middle, floats his shot, no good, rebounded by Mali. Three attempt from the left wing, no good, rebounded by Flavel. Players to watch out for Flavel and Hastings. Hastings had a very good game last time she was out, but was not able to result with a win. We are a minute and a half into this game, still scoreless. Post move on the inside, up and in. Mariko gets the first bucket of the game. So far for Mali, Mariko has all the stats. She has the 2 points, the 2 rebounds. Although there is one stat that goes to Singare. She has 1 steal in the game. First free throw is good for Bailey Flavel. 4-4 is our score, 7.5 left. Going towards the paint, up for two. Flavel will draw a foul and go to the line for 2 free throws. The 1 for 2 at the line. Drive to the basket, tries to go up for 2, no good. Hastings will get the rebound. If you haven't checked it out already, U17 World Cup.basketball/women is a great place to go to see all kinds of stats and information. A missed shot. Free throws coming at the line for Flavel. She's 3 for 4 at the line. Two supporters in the chat for New Zealand, the Cat and Andrea. Aminata is waving a flag for Molly in their support. Smane says Molly power. Two for 2 at the line for Bailey Flavel. 3 attempt for Molly. No, it's too strong off the backboard. No good. Ball gets tipped out of bounds. New Zealand will have possession. Post move drive, puts up for 2, off the mark, no good. A well-placed screen, and that'll help Hippolyte get to the basket for 2. She'll have 4 points on the game. Right now, 11-4 is our score. Floating shot in and out, rebounded by Heather. Hesitation, looking for an opening, takes a fading 2, no good. Hastings tries to reach over and get the rebound, not able to. Fast break opportunity for Molly. Backdoor pass at the block, and they'll pass it back up to the top. Takes a 3, no good, doesn't hit rim. And Flavel will push the tempo behind the back, kick behind her to Hippolyte. Euro steps her way through, defended and blocked by number 34, Adamada Singare. There's a little hop step to try to split the defenders. That hop step ends up being a traveling call. It'll go the other way. Team Molly with possession. Down to the block, post move. 2 defenders not able to get it over them. Cepho had the rebound, and now Heather passes off. Tried to pass into Cepho. going to be tipped away. And the fast break 2 for Tenin Diarra. Eleven to 6, 4 minutes and 12 seconds remaining. Running out of time. Tried to pass on a little bit of a moving pick and roll. Molly doesn't earn the basket. A kickball violation. Molly will have possession of it. In the chat, over 600 viewers, close to 700. We have 42 likes for the broadcast, looking to get to 150. Drives to the basket, loses the ball, running out of time on the shot clock. They'll say out of bounds. And I apologize, actually, it's going to be a jump ball. New Zealand will earn the possession. Diarra goes to the bench. Give and go. Pass to the top. It's going to go right through the hands of Sefo. She thought she had it. Went right into her stance, but didn't have the ball. Deep three attempt off the backboard. Almost got a nice friendly bounce to go in, but a rebound by Harahi will start the possession for New Zealand. Back-to-back mishandling of the ball. 2 turnovers for New Zealand. Thought about going baseline. Instead, she'll pass it inside to the block. 10 seconds on the shot clock. No good. Rebounded by Hastings. Ball on the perimeter, takes a 3. Hastings gets a rebound. Ball's going to be blocked out of her hands. A traveling violation. If there wasn't traveling, I believe there might have been an offensive foul charge. Flavel had gone on a backdoor cut, but it just wasn't there for her to receive it. Flavel with it. Screen right goes left. Splits defenders, goes up for 2. No shot. Molly is over the limit on fouls, so they will go to the line. First free throw is good for Flavel. And we'll go 1 for 2 at the line. Slow scoring here in the second part of the first quarter. Drive to the basket will draw a foul. 2 free throws coming at the line for Molly. The timeout by Molly. We'll be right back after this short timeout break. (12-8) is our score. Under 2 minutes remaining in the first quarter. Molly will have free throws at the line, courtesy of Traore. First free throw is good. Make sure you take the time to check out the FIBA YouTube membership program. Click the join button to find out more. As free throw misses, was rebounded by Molly, but quickly intercepted and stolen by New Zealand. They're only leading by 3. They did have a lead as big as 7 points. 3 attempt, gonna be tipped on a block. Fast break opportunity, cut the lead down to 1. Too strong on the layup off the glass. 1:20 remaining. Sefo passes to the inside, tried to get a little flashy with a pass down to Hastings, that will go out of bounds instead. Behind the back, trying to go towards the inside. Otara passes outside. Layup is up, no good. Awaboth will go to the line for 1. Hippolyte returns into the game with a couple of other players. Actually, only one other player. Stand corrected. Kara Una into the lineup for New Zealand. Olabathe. To the inside, drive, puts up a shot for 2, off the front of the rim, rolls off, no good. Fast break, 2-on-2, takes it herself all the way to the rim, but Paea's shot is no good. Question from FIBA in the chat, who's going to win this time? As Molly and New Zealand have only met twice, with New Zealand having favor in the series as they've won a game Mali has not, as the other game that they played ended in a draw. Karuna passes off. Screen right, Heather. Foul is called, no shot. 9 seconds remaining. Traore, her first foul of the game. Alice Heather at the line for 2. One for one at the line. Heather able to earn a point. Mid-range 2 for Mali, no good. That's going to do it for the first quarter, 13-9. New Zealand came out a bit strong, but Mali started picking up the pace defensively and it cut into the lead a little bit. New Zealand had led by as many as 7 points. They started off with a 9-0 run. Still, more to come as the second quarter will start soon. Stick around. (13-9) as New Zealand starts with a possession. They miss on their shot. The 5 on the floor right now for Mali. Diarra, as well as Traore, Dembele, Samake, and actually let me make a correction. The 5 on the floor, Traore, Dembele, Samake, Singare, and Ouattara. Diarra did sub out of the game to start the period. On the other side, Sefo, Hippolyte, Heather, Paella, and Karauna. Stops, pops a 2. It's going to be well short. May have been blocked. Mid-range 2 drops in and cuts the lead down to a 1-possession game. That is the first bucket for Singare. Hippolyte hands off. Heather driving. Paint is defended. Pass to the inside to Carona. Corner pass. 3, no good. Too strong on the shot. Gets a second chance, now a third chance for New Zealand. It's up and in for Carona. Shot misses, but 2 free throws coming at the line as the foul was committed by Hippolyte. So Samake will go to the line for additional points. First free throw is good. Chance to make it a 2-point game, and does. If you're enjoying the broadcast, make sure to leave a like. Looking to get to 150 likes for this broadcast. It always takes your support to help FIBA along here on YouTube. 800 plus viewers. You can also take a look at joining with a membership. Click the black join button and you can find out more. Memberships start at 99 cents a month. Hippolyte goes behind the back towards the paint. Does not get a shot up per se, but does get a shooting foul. She was in the act of shooting. First free throw is up and no good. Hits the back right side of the rim. And Hippolyte will hit the second one. 1 for 2 during the visit to the line. 3-point lead for New Zealand. Baseline drive. Goes up for 2. Too strong. Gets her own rebound. It's Dembele. Samake. Outside 3. No good. Does not get a friendly bounce. It'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Molly. New Zealand with now their possession. Question from the chat, where is this being played? It is in Leon, Guanajuato, Mexico. A great hesitation shot, goes up for 2, expands the lead to 5. Post move off the glass, no good. 7:15 remaining. If you haven't had the chance yet, go to FIBA's World Cup website, U17worldcup.basketball/women, and there is plenty of information available. One of the things I enjoy looking at is the fact that they have some news articles, one of which is power rankings, another one is top prospects, but one that's interesting right now that you all can interact with is placing your vote for MVP of this World Cup. Mid-range 2 from the elbow by Hippolyte is good. Largest lead for New Zealand of 9. Timeout will be called by Molly. They're going to try to get things figured out to cut back into this lead. We'll be right back with 6:30 remaining. Just under 6:30 remaining here in the first half. So after a short timeout by Molly, they'll look to try to cut into this lead. Offensively, they are having their struggles. Currently 5 for 30 from the field so far. Drive kick to the corner. It's going to be stolen, going the other way. Heather trying to get her way to the basket, but will be stolen back by Molly. 6 minutes remaining. Splits defenders going to the paint. No good. Rebounded by Karauna. And slow to get up is Hastings. He looks to be in a little bit of distress. So there may be something serious going on. We'll have to wait and see if she's all right. Might be an ankle injury, knee injury, something going on. We'll take another look and, oh, yeah, I've been there, done that. It is not fun. Not intentional, just part of the game that happens, but she did roll her ankle. Hopefully it's not too serious. She does have a brace on that foot, so that should have helped with the situation. But she'll get back up using one foot, but she may have to be out for the rest of this game. That's going to be a tough blow to the lineup for New Zealand. She has been an outstanding player for the Kiwis. She's been a great player in the game versus Mexico. She had 9 rebounds and 13 points. Almost had a double-double. So what will affect this game is her ability to snag boards. We'll see how she does. Hopefully she'll be back in time for bracket play. Right now we will return our focus back to the game as she is in good hands. Hida, reattempt, no good. (22-13), 5.5 remaining. Not sure if the question was exactly for me, but I see the question saying, is it just basketball or do you do other sports? If you were asking me, I'm more than happy to share about that, as I do a bunch of play-by-play with basketball for FIBA. I've enjoyed doing that for the past 4 summers with them. But other sports that I will do play-by-play for is football, mostly with high school athletics here in the United States. I'll also do play-by-play for college softball, one of the sports that will be played in the Olympics. 3 attempt for the Tall Ferns, no good. Offensive rebound, not able to get it. Rebounded by Aminata Samake. Now, if you're talking about FIBA themselves, FIBA is exclusively basketball, but in rare instances, they do a different version of this, where there is 3 versus 3. You can look it up, FIBA 3x3. There are different, also, trying to make sure I say this correctly, there are also different other levels of competition. This is U17. There's also U19, as well as some international play as well for main competitors, which includes some of the top prospects across the world. There's also a relatively new competition that FIBA covers, which is esports. Bucket in for 2, and Karauna will have to pick up the slack as Hastings is injured. She gets 2 points and 1 opportunity. When it comes to esports, the only one game that they do is NBA 2K. And if you'd like more information about that, you can search for eFIBA. Baseline drive, 2 defenders, goes up against both of them, will draw a foul. Molly trailing by 11. Marco's first free throw misses. She'll take her second shot right here. And off the mark, no good. Just not strong enough on the shot. Cody Cepho pushes the tempo. Will pass around to her teammates. Corner 3 attempted and goes in for Kiriana Hippolyte. Baseline drive, kicks up to the top, moving the ball around, trying to get their momentum going offensively. Does not get the friendly bounce off the front of the rim, so the 3 will be no good. Baseline, correction, sideline, up the sideline. And that shot drops. I didn't think it went in. It was just the angle. But Parahi's shot does go in for 3. Step back 3 attempt for Molly, no good. Rebounded by the Tall Ferns. Crosses over the paint to get an opposite side layup and up for 2. New Zealand, they have the momentum. They are getting this lead expanded little by little, now up 19. Their largest lead of the game, currently on a 17-0 run. And 2 points for Team Molly. So a drought of over 6 minutes has finally come to an end for Molly as they finally were able to score 2 points. A shout out to a viewer, Jetsamani, who has signed up to be a FIBA YouTube member. They'll get access to various benefits. Actually, they'll get access to all the benefits since they did sign up for the MVP level. This includes member-only Discord server, loyalty badges, as well as access to a monthly Q&A with FIBA experts, custom national team wallpapers, early access to videos, and then as for the MVP level, early access to extended highlights, full game replays, and will continually get shout-outs in the live streams as they join. .124 remaining in the first half. 17-point lead for the Tall Ferns. A jump ball as it was just tangled up by a Molly defender. Just like that, a quick jump ball back at the other end. Drive down the baseline, passes up to the top, moving the ball quickly around from the corner to the rim. Goes up for two, no good, rebounded by Marika. 50 seconds remaining. Off balance shot, off the glass and good. Tenen Diarra. Mekan tried to find an opening, but is going to give it off to Vukona. Sefo up for two, draws the foul. 2 free throws coming at the line. Chance to extend back out to a lead of 17. The largest lead for the Tall Ferns has been 19 points. Cody Sefo goes 0 for 2 at the line. Fast break opportunity for Molly, looking to cut into this lead if they can. A well-timed steal. Hippolyte stops, pops a 2, no good. Rebounded by Vukona. She goes back up and earns 2 points for New Zealand. Clock keeps ticking, running out of time. Got to get it down the floor if they want a last-second shot. They will not get it down the floor in time. 19 to 36, 17-point lead for the Tall Ferns. As for their top performers, starting with Hippolyte, she has 12 points, 4 for 9 from the field, 1 for 2 from beyond the arc with 3 free throws knocked down, 5 rebounds, so she's on pace for a double-double with a 1 assist and 2 steals. Another top performer, Bailey Flavel, with 10 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. On the other side from Molly, their star player is Tenen Diarra with 8 points, 2 assists. She's 4 for 11 from the field. And that's going to do it for the first half. Let me know in the chat, do you think Molly might get a comeback, or is this going to be all for New Zealand? Let us know. We'll be right back after the halftime break.
Nicaragua haciendo historia.
The fourth meeting in the finals of an America. Off we go. Ball game. The passion, the emotion of international basketball. How do you not love it? The America.
We'll come back to play, and New Zealand with the lead. They tried to get a bucket right off the fast break. Not able to, but they still are leading by 17. Mali wants to get their offense clicking. They have not gotten buckets like they have wanted to. New Zealand will have their own bit of struggles as they have lost a key player earlier to an injury. Olivia Hastings had rolled her ankle. Hopefully that she's doing fine, but a three-pointer by Palace Heather. Over 600 viewers and over 80 likes for the broadcast, looking to get to 150. We're over halfway there. Sefo, Hippolyte, Flavel, Heather, and Karauna is the starting five for New Zealand. Starting five for Mali. Traore, Kida, Dioriso, as well as Singare, and apologies, I need to make sure I know who our fifth starter is. Just a moment. Kida passes to the baseline, but no go there. There's Flavel. She's standing in the corner, and she could always cut to the basket if she wanted to on a backdoor. Instead, she'll take a three from the corner. Heather and Flavel both hitting threes to start off in this third quarter as we are almost 2.5 in. The other starter is Tinin Diarra. (46-20). Apologize for the little gap in commentary as we make sure and get this starting five sorted out, determining who is in. And actually the missing player is number 2, Asan Mariko. So the five on the floor: Diarra, Mariko, Kida, Traore, and Singare. Aminata Samake substitutes into the lineup during the break before the free throw. First one was no good. Second one does go in for Karauna. She has 5 points on the game. Cody Sefo will go to the bench. Traore with the layup for 2. She's 1 for 4 in the game with 4 points. The other points coming from the charity stripe. Almost stolen from behind by Diarra, but she didn't get there in time. Thompson passes over to Hippolyte. To the inside, back out. Quickly passing the ball around. 3 from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Mali's number 24, Samake. underneath the basket, tried to go up for two. Ended up hard on the floor, but she'll go to the line, shoot free throws. Kita. Kita settles, takes her first free throw, and drops it in, cutting the lead down to 24. It is a tall order for Molly to try to come back in this game, but they can do it. It'll just take a little bit of effort. An example was the previous game that was on this floor as Argentina and Finland played against each other. Argentina had the assignment of coming back after they struggled going down with only scoring 2 points in the third quarter. Meanwhile, Finland scored 24. They ended up down 17 at the end of the third quarter. And there we see Olivia Hastings, and looks like she has a split on her ankle. And that doesn't provide favorable news for her to return anytime soon in this World Cup, if at all. Still, they could be doing it as a precaution for a minor injury until they could take a better look at it. Pressure being applied by Molly. They loosen up a little bit down at the last second of this. A cut to the basket is good for number 3, Bailey Flavel. She's got 19 points. She has 19 of the total 49 for New Zealand, inside out. Kick, mid-range 2, no good. Rebounded by Karauna. Correction. It was actually rebounded by Thompson. Karauna is on the bench at this time. Rahi loses the ball, but it's off of a Molly defender. New Zealand will have possession. If you're enjoying the broadcast, make sure to give it a thumbs up. We've got over 90 likes for the broadcast, over 750 viewers. Appreciate all of your support during this World Cup. 3 attempt off the mark, rebounded by a white jersey for Molly. Baseline, sideline drive. Kind of went all around, started on the sideline to the baseline. Another example of it right there from New Zealand as Heather draws a foul. And it looks actually, I'm incorrect, she does not draw the foul. It'll be Molly possession. Another game being played right now, Puerto Rico and Australia. A bit of a tighter contest there. Only a 16-point difference, 59-43, Australia leading. They are at the end of this game, so more than likely Puerto Rico will not have a comeback within these next 2 minutes. Australia will take that win in that matchup. If you haven't had a chance to look at it, U17 World Cup .basketball/women, you'll be able to take a look at all the information, including games and game times. You'll also be able to see standings, as well as what the bracket's going to look like as teams get placed into it. There's also a game schedule PDF, which will help shed some light on the breakdown of how teams will be matched up from this group phase into the bracket. A 2-point bucket for Somake. As we take a quick glance at Group C, which includes United States, Australia, Croatia, and Puerto Rico. Australia and Puerto Rico currently playing. Australia will have 2 wins and 1 loss. The United States will look to solidify their spot at number 1 in Group C with a victory. We'll take a deeper dive into this group and how the brackets break down right after this timeout break. Stick around. As we return to action, 49-30, we're going to dive into how the breakdown of the bracket works in assigning who will play who. But real quickly, before we get into that, there is a new giveaway that has just started. And if you'd like to win an official Molten Ball, send a $2 super chat to enter that raffle. We wish you best of luck in that raffle. You can do that by sending a super chat worth at least $2. 2 points for New Zealand as they extend to a 21-point lead. Returning back to the breakdown of how the bracket will turn out. So at this time, if things were to continue as they are, New Zealand leading if they finish with a win in those standings, they will more than likely end up as the number 2 spot unless they somehow take the number 1 spot away from Italy if they lose their game against Mexico. Now in that situation, there would need to be a pretty significant win by Mexico for that to happen, but let's just assume New Zealand stays at number 2. They would play whoever finishes number 3 in Group A. This instance, at this time, it looks like number 3 will be Finland. So that's kind of the breakdown. Group A versus Group B. Number 1 versus number 4, number 2 versus number 3. That's the basic breakdown as you go through it. Now looking at Australia, and they're earning their win. They get the number 2 spot. They will play the number 3 team from Group D. That could be either Chinese Taipei or Egypt, depending on the results of the game, which follows up in the next block of games. Lead is cut down to a 20-point lead after Tenen Hiara makes her first free throw. Second free throw is up and no good. Rebounded by Karauna. A 3 attempt for the Tall Ferns is good. Rahi knocks in her shot. Pass to the corner, gonna go down the baseline. Spins and has to kind of throw it to try to save it, but instead goes out of bounds. drive. Kicks out to the corner, moving the ball around. A weak pass that wasn't really going towards anybody, but still stays with Molly. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Underneath, no good. Ball's loose and picked up by New Zealand. Fast break opportunity. Able to sprint ahead of the defender, but not enough that she couldn't block it. Tenin Diarra gets a block. Playing some good defense. That's her second block of the game. Green left goes left. Takes the three. Good! Ariana Hippolyte knocks in the three. Question from FIBA in the chat. Which player has impressed you thus far? As we are under a minute left in the third quarter. Taking a look at stat lines, the player that's impressed me the most, even though she's not leading in points, she has done a tremendous job all around, is Kiriana Hippolyte. She has 15 points, 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and 2 steals. The top scorer for New Zealand is Bailey Flavel with 19 points. She also has 4 rebounds, 3 assists. Crossover, drive. Euro steps her way through the defender. It's going to be blocked, going the other way, and quickly picked back up by the Tall Ferrets. 8-second difference between game and shot clock. From the chat, a fish. That's the username they have. Number 00, Tenin Diarra. She has 11 points and 2 rebounds, 2 assists. She also has 3 blocks, 2 steals, as she had just now, a moment ago, gotten a block. A deep 3 at the buzzer. Wow, what a shot from Paella. In the closing seconds, they expand their lead. 60-33, New Zealand has a comfortable lead. They will more than likely take this victory, but still an entire quarter to play. Anything can happen. Stick around. We'll have more FIBA action upcoming. Kick to the corner for New Zealand as they start out in this first possession of the fourth quarter. Gets her own rebound, up for 2. Does not get the friendly roll. So that is a miss for Hippolyte. She'll have a second chance. No, she'll pass up to the top. No good. Farahi, rebound. Second chance after second chance for New Zealand, but a steal will cut that possession short. (60-33), 9 minutes remaining. Underneath, up for two, and Parahi will earn 2 points. She is now 8 points in this game with 6 rebounds. Knocks down a shot from distance. Parahi to the corner, 3, too strong. Offensive rebound, up and in for 2. Karauna now with 7 points in the game. 3 for 4 from the field, 4 rebounds. Hippolyte got credit for the assist as she initially made the rebound on the play. Mid-range shot for Samake, no good. Hippolyte, screen left. The screen slips through. A corner 3. Not able to get it to go. Quick steal by Hippolyte. She goes up for 2. She'll go to the line for 2. Kiara is doing everything for Molly. I would have to say I disagree as Aminata Samake is doing some work. She's got 10 points, 4 for 9 from the field. She also has 7 rebounds. She's leading Molly in rebounds. And just to be clear, actually she's tied leading in rebounds with Maimuna Traore. It's going to be a timeout. We'll be right back with more action right after this timeout. Hippolyte will go to the line for her free throws. 2 of them. First one is up, no good. Just barely off the mark on her shot. She'll settle. Quickly get her shot up and 0 for 2. So a struggle during that visit to the line. Currently 3 for 6 from the charity stripe. She does currently have a double-double, 15 points, 10 rebounds. She also has 5 assists with 3 steals to boot. Oratara, apologies, her shot misses. Give and go situation, now passes back up top, but 10 seconds remaining as Hickey sets a screen. Ball goes back up to Hippolyte, but stolen. Fast break for Molly. Layup is good as Kita scores 2 points. Approaching 6:30 remaining in the game. to the middle, out to the corner. 3 attempted, 3 is good. So a 3 by Sophia Hickey. She just recently entered into the game. Mali tried to answer with a 3 of their own, no good. It's going to be tipped out of bounds by New Zealand as 2 players were doing their best fighting for the rebound. Current score is 67-37. 6 minutes and 3 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter. Diarra passes to the inside, inside out, back to Diarra. Post move, loses possession of the ball for a second, a jump ball. Samara had to hold on as best as she could. And I apologize, Samake. Running out of time on the shot clock, has to put up a quick shot. Rebound, new shot clock, and 2-point attempt by Singare. She'll go to the line for 2. This will be her first visit to the charity stripe. Off the backboard, no good, too strong. Oh for 2 during the visit to the charity stripe. Fast break opportunity for New Zealand results in 2 points. So with the separation that's here, 32-point lead for New Zealand, they will be moving on into the bracket and will have the number 2 spot guaranteed. What isn't guaranteed is whether or not they'll take that number 1 spot. That is up to Mexico if they can get a victory over Italy. But I will say I've seen a similar situation to that where in the men's tournament this year, Italy was in the number 4 spot with 2 losses, no wins, and they got a win over a 2-0 New Zealand. And they jumped up 2 spots to number 2. Just because of the situation of the games. Settles, takes her free throw, and no good. That free throw was due to an unsportsmanlike foul committed by Singare. One for 2 during the visit to the line. McMicken drives, no good on the shot. Going to launch it up the floor, allow a teammate to catch up to it. Layup is good on a quick pass to the paint. McMicken passes to the corner, drive baseline, kick to the right corner. Paella passes up top. 3 is good for Fukona, assisted by Rika Paella. Floats a shot off the backboard and good. Aminata Samake. A correction. Giovacona. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. I do have stats that are available for me, and I'm on like a 1-second delay. Free from the wing is no good. Going to be rebounded by Cassidy Thompson. Fast break leads to 2 points for Paella, and a timeout on the floor. Marco inbounds for Mali to get the possession started after the timeout break. 3:40 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Other games are upcoming here for the U17 Women's Basketball World Cup. The game that just concluded was Puerto Rico versus Australia. Australia earned the victory with a 21-point favorite, 67-46. The next game that takes place is Japan versus Spain on this floor. And then after that will be Italy versus Mexico elsewhere in Irapuato. Chinese Taipei versus Egypt will take place in about 30 minutes. And then following that matchup will be United States versus Croatia. Cassidy Thompson earned 2 points on the other end for New Zealand, but a quick answer three by Team Mali. Kudakita was able to drop that three, and she's 2 for 3 from beyond the arc. Into the middle, kick out to Hickey. She'll try to work her way through the defense as best as she can. A jump ball will be the call, and she got tangled up. About 2:50 remaining. Appreciate any support you can provide by clicking the thumbs up on the broadcast. It helps show support. Also, take the time, if you'd like to, you can enter into a giveaway, a raffle for an official Molten ball. You can enter to receive this fabulous prize by submitting a $2 super chat. Do so in the chat by clicking the dollar symbol next to the emoji button, or it may be something different available on mobile, but just submit a super chat and you'll be entered in. They'll help her slowly make her way to the Mali bench. Unfortunately, that's 2 injuries in this game, one for Mali, and earlier on, New Zealand had lost Hastings to an ankle injury. Kick to the corner, 3, good. 2 for 6 from beyond the arc for Rica Paella. Do wish the best to Miamuna Traore, who just went out of the game due to an ankle injury. Euro step, tried to take a shot, ball was tipped away, tangled up, so no traveling call. 90 seconds remaining in the game. 3 rattles around, no good. (47-84), 37-point lead for New Zealand as this game will be closing out. 3 attempted for Molly, no good. Rebounded by McMecken. Thompson tried to get to the bucket, but just barely off the mark. A save for Molly, 38 seconds remaining, pass up top to Diarra. Inside, post move, kick out to the corner. A mid-range 2 committed by Mariko is no good. Drive, kick. Oh, did not expect the pass to come to her. Sophia Hickey was surprised by the pass. 4.8 seconds remaining, so this game is all but concluded. Officials making quick decision, making sure they're doing everything correct. Molly will inbound, and that will complete the game. So New Zealand gets the number 2 spot with a chance to take the number 1 spot pending the Mexico-Italy game. 84-47 top performers for this game, starting with Team Molly. Aminata Samake with 12 points, 5 for 11 from the field. Had 8 rebounds, 3 assists, 2 steals. Kudakita with 12 points, 4 for 12 from the field. Also had 1 steal, 1 rebound. Tenin Diarra, 13 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 3 steals, and 3 blocks, doing it on both ends. Other side for New Zealand, top performers. Bailey Flavel with 19 points, 6 for 12, with 6 for 8 from the charity stripe, 4 rebounds, 3 assists. With a double-double and my choice of MVP for this game, Kiriana Hippolyte with 15 points, with 10 rebounds, 5 assists, and 3 steals. Another top scorer, Rica Paella with 12 points, and another player with double-digit rebounds, Cody Sefo. She also had 1 block in the game. She didn't get any scoring done, but was doing a great job off the boards. That's going to conclude this game. I'm Justin Taylor. Thank you for joining us. Stick around for more FIBA action. Check it out here on FIBA's YouTube page. But if you're done for the day with watching these games as we see them help Hastings away with that splint, then we hope to see you tomorrow as bracket play starts. You can find out more information later on about the exact times of games once the brackets are set by going to u17worldcup.basketball/women and click on standings. Thank you for joining us and have a great day.
Juan Manuel Hernández,